And this morning, as we made our way in here to the Falcon Lake area, this is where Ryan's family lived in this neighborhood, just complete destruction. Tulsa police say what a 14-year-old did last night, leading them on a high-speed chase, went a little too far. Just completely charred remains everywhere. Now, as I move into the living room, there's even a couple of smoldering spots in that next room over there. We've also learned the victim, 23-year-old Joshua Hilberling, had recently filed an emergency protective order against his wife. This is what's left of John Dempsey's home, a concrete slab on the ground. We're learning some good news, the reason why there weren't more storm victims here, and that is because the Fort Gibson Lake area here, it's more of a part-time lake community. Well, we've been told that SWAT team members are on their way, so we assume that a warrant is close by. Skokie police say this is not a murder investigation. We spoke with one woman who believes they should be charged with murder. Along North Lewis Place and East Pine Street, now the scene of several suspicious fires. That one at that house happening just a few weeks ago, and last night, this one right here. The two inmates were somehow able to overpower two of the guards inside, beating two of them up with a homemade club. They got out here, grabbed one of their cars. A community in mourning here near Falcon Lake, trying to pick up the pieces and move forward after Tuesday's deadly twister. There is debris scattered everywhere, appliances thrown around, and the same scene repeats itself at each home down the block. Homes like Richard Yostein's, nothing in the house that he and his wife have lived in for 8 years can be saved.
Everything has to be thrown away.
But that's all right with him.
This can all be replaced, but they can't replace those two kids.
A few houses down is where those two kids used to live. 5-year-old Ryan Hamill, whose body was found early Thursday morning in the lake behind their homes, a lake families used to play in.
Because of the water and everything and where he was found, it took a little while, but we were able to successfully find him, and that helps a little bit, although it's very tragic.
Ryan's younger brother also dead, his mom and sister recovering at a local hospital after the tornado blew away their home.
Well, those things go pretty fast and they're gone.
Yostein wrote it out in a neighbor's storm shelter.
A lot of good neighbors in this neighborhood.
He says it was 5 minutes of terror.
Our neighbor looked first and he started telling us what he was saying, and we couldn't believe it. He said, my barn's gone. And he said, Ken and Marge's house is gone. Rhodey's house is gone. Greenwood's house is gone. We thought he was just talking.
As far as rebuilding goes, who knows? Right now, he says he's just trying to stay positive.
Go to a state that doesn't have tornadoes.
As far as other homes in this neighborhood rebuilding, some say it's too early to decide. Others say they've had enough and they will now take their chances somewhere else.
120 hour, 80 a half hour. I could come to you. It depends on where you're located at.
They call it Money Alley.
There's a lot of prostitution going on here, and this is Fort Hood's pimp yard, all right?
Downtown Killeen, where picking up a prostitute is as easy as driving down the street looking for one to flag you down.
It's money, dope, and sex, and it sells good in this town. It's a military town.
It's where 46-year-old Hopeless has been working the streets for 6 months, selling sex to anyone willing to pay.
Nothing to feel. Right now I don't feel sorry for myself, nothing like that. It's nobody's problem of mine.
Hopeless didn't want us to show her face. The mom of 3 grown kids says money is what first lured her into prostitution, and it's the money that makes her stay.
Because you can't judge a person for what they do.
And you'd be surprised to hear her list of who she claims are her customers. School teachers, law enforcement, city employees, and of course, soldiers. Residents we talked with who live downtown say the women who solicit on street corners feet from their young kids are just a fact of life here.
A lot of them stop by my house here, for water or just to have a place to rest their feet.
We didn't see any soldiers, but Hopeless and several neighbors told us that's where most of the money comes from, especially on the 1st and 15th of every month.
Well, to judge by the number of uniforms here, especially around payday, you'd think there's a battalion here.
The world's largest military installation is right around the corner, and Hopeless is thankful for the steady stream of customers she says it brings.
Some $50, or and some of them get desperate, you know, they go even lower.
City officials aren't exactly happy with downtown's ladies of the night.
Well, it's not the best thing for our city. And I do know this, that our department is working on that.
Prostitution arrests in Killeen did hit a peak in 2007 when 50 men and women were arrested for solicitation. Since then, though, arrests seem to be on a decline. 29 in all of 2008, only 19 in 2009.
I go to jail. Nobody wants to go to jail.
Hopeless says she's never been arrested or raped while out on the streets. Not that she hasn't come close.
A lot of prostitute women, they sleep with cops. He can take you and do whatever you want. Nobody's going to do anything about it.
And despite city efforts to clean up downtown, residents don't see the prostitution going away anytime soon. Because in a place called Money Alley, sex sells, and the next customer is right around the corner. Hey guys, we are here with our next Fitness Friday segment. We are at Gold's at Woodland Hills, and today we're doing something called strength endurance training. We are crunching down for summer, and I just weighed myself, and the good news is I've lost 6 pounds, which I think has been fairly easy to do. I've been trying to be consistent, but we'll see. Joining me now is Eric Levins. Hi.
How you doing?
Tell me about the workout that we're going to do today. It seems kind of different than what I've normally been doing.
A little bit different from the rest of your workouts. A lot of times people separate strength and endurance. We want to put those two together, of course. You get twice the results, maximize your results the best you can.
So using a weighted sled, he ran me through a variety of exercises that got my heart beating really fast, really fast.
You're going to turn around and wear this like a backpack. Get down on all fours.
Oh no, that does not look pleasant. Why do they call it the Spider-Man?
Because you look like Spider-Man crawling up the wall.
Up in the gym, just working on my fitness.
There you go.
My heart's like,
You got to get a shot of this. She's one lap. One lap. We got about 14 more to go, okay?
Then to finish it off, it was time to work the ropes.
Just like that. Watch out, you might get hit there. All right?
You look really happy doing that.
I am happy doing this stuff. Makes me feel better. You're done. Very nice. So with your strength training, you go home, you recover. When you recover, you build muscle. It takes eating fat to make muscle.
Right.
So it's double the results.
Cool. Thank you so much, Eric.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Very much.
We'll see you guys next time.